NCRP Productions presents Shadowrun 6th Edition, Sunday in the Shadows, Episode 5.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday in the Shadows. My name is David and we are playing Shadowrun 6th Edition. I'm joined here with my friends. We're going to go around the table and have a quick intro, and we are going to get busy playing Shadowrun.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm playing Jelly. He is the face for the group, and he got shit kicked last week.
Drop kicked.
Sparta kicked.
All three, all four.
Just decimated.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, it's Pedro. I play Hot Hands, the farmer mage.
Hi, it's Barry, and I am playing MF, the Adept.
Hi, this is Erin, and I'm playing CeCe, the weapon specialist, and she's feeling very bad about Sparta kicking Jelly.
All right. So when we last left off, a lot of things happening. You guys had moved into the back of the trailer. Jelly and CeCe had interacted with Pearl. MF had moved to the vehicle. It had collided into the back of the trailer and made sure that the bodies were finished off, so there weren't any witnesses and nothing could be traced back to you guys, if I understand that right.
I didn't finish off the bodies, I killed them.
You killed them, right? That was after a good pulping by Jelly and a stick. Hot Hands is up front, at the front of the truck, scanning for and kind of being tormented by these cockatrices that are running around the nearby woods. You know they're there. They're just kind of popping around in the bushes and things. They haven't actually launched any type of attack against the group yet. There's a fire that is burning in the middle of the road that MF had lit. It was the spare tire from the Nissan Jackrabbit, and doused it in gasoline and lit it ablaze. So it's providing a large bonfire-like light source in the middle of the road. At some point, Pearl realizes that there's a draft, or there's a fire, and moves to the end of the trailer to investigate when CeCe decides, I think I will bear hug Pearl, and
for her protection.
For her own protection. Mm-hmm. And at that point, something happens. There's a mental exchange, a telepathic exchange, if you will, between Pearl and CeCe. And CeCe begins to protect Pearl as if it was her grandmother. So, in the meantime, Jelly has since talked CeCe down from the ledge, and that is where we pick up. We are not in combat. Everyone's edge pools have refreshed.
And then I think last we talked about I was heading to the back, MF and CeCe were coming up front.
Okay. All right.
We're doing the old switcheroo.
All right.
So I will wait until they actually get there
Okay.
to make sure the chickens don't attack.
So, CeCe and Jelly, as you move towards the front of the truck, that's right, the two of you are moving up there?
I am.
Not
no.
Jelly.
Oh, I'm sorry. So just CeCe.
Yep.
And then MF's going up.
I'm following.
And MF, okay. So MF and CeCe, as you move towards the front of the truck, you'll see that LT is now starting to tighten the lug nuts on the tire, that he's now put the replacement tire on the front, and he's starting to torque down the lug nuts. So he's probably, you would assume he's probably more than halfway done, or you should be back on the road soon.
So, with my thermographic vision, can I see where these awakened chicken are?
So give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Awakened chickens.
That's what she wrote down in her journal. Okay, let me see. That is, remind me, perception.
It's a skill.
Oh, yeah, it's a
okay.
skill. Yep.
It's tied to intuition, and
Yes.
it's 5. Okay, 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay.
All right, so you're rolling 9 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No extra dice for thermographic, right?
No.
Okay.
Because you have thermographic vision, you're able to make the roll.
I got 3 successes and 1.
Okay. So with 3 successes, or 3 hits rather, you are able to, at some point, between the flickering of the fire that is now starting to die down just a little bit, the gasoline is starting to burn off. The rubber of the tire doesn't burn, like a piece of wood might, or kindling, or dry brush, but it's starting to now burn off, but there's still light coming. It's probably about half as luminescent as it was before when you first lit it ablaze. But you do, out of those shadows flickering off the trees on the side of the road, because it is nighttime, you do see something with a long blue head feather kind of go bouncing by as you hear its taloned legs kind of hop through the brush.
Okay, just 1. I only see 1.
You see 1. But you can hear that there are multiple. There's probably 3 or 4, but they haven't moved in.
I think Hot Hands
haven't
mentioned
taken
that too.
any action against you guys at this point. But you get this eerie feeling like there's something dancing back and forth in the brush. You can't see it, but you have a pretty good idea that they could probably see you. So there's a little bit of an unsettling feeling that goes along with that.
Right. LT, I think you should hurry the fuck up on that tire.
He's all, I'm going as fast as I can. Get on that 60 and make sure nobody breaks the perimeter.
10-4, good buddy.
I will now head to the back. Good luck.
You head to the back. You now, witness what you didn't see before. You see the crashed Nissan Jackrabbit. It's kind of halfway, it's kind of smashed up to the front windshield underneath the back of the trailer. The driver's side door is open. It's a very bloody, looks to be a human female in the driver's seat. There's a bloody, short individual. Upon quick glance, looks like a dwarf in the back seat on the floor. The trunk's open. The tire's burning. But it's starting to burn out. You see in the back of the trailer now, it looks to be like an old apartment. And there's an old woman, old African-American woman with wrinkly skin and a shawl, a knit shawl over her shoulders. It's just sitting down in this rocking chair.
So as I come back and I see the old woman, I'll look at everything else going around, and just kind of like sigh at that or whatever, and then look back. And as I see that there's an old woman in the car, I'm gonna be like, oh, and I'll take my hat off. No, I'll take one hand off my shoulder, put my hat off, ma'am.
She's not in the car, she's in the trailer.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the trailer. Ma'am, good evening.
She's like, hello there.
And I'll look at you and say, is this the actually no, I'm kind, so I'll say, and what's your name, ma'am?
Name's Pearl. What's your name?
Pearl, it's a pleasure to meet you. You can call me Hot Hands.
Hot Hand.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you again.
What kind of name is that?
Oh, it's one I was given some time ago. It's sort of a nickname.
Oh, let me feel, honey. Come here. Come closer.
I'll
not.
look at
Let's,
Jelly.
Do not do it. She will mind control you.
Miss Pearl, this is actually our door repairman here to help us out.
Oh, yeah, I got a problem with the door. It's creating a terrible draft.
I'll look at you.
Do not touch her.
Say it. Right. Yes, ma'am. I'm
so cold, man. I love a pair of warm hands.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I feel almost.
She's like waving her. She's waving her.
We got lots of repairs, Miss Pearl. We got to get this going. So sorry.
How many of y'all out there? I don't ever remember being so busy before. How many people are there out there?
I do believe you've seen everybody out here. Oh, there is one.
And the neighbors are very nosy, so I'll be very careful running around out there like that.
Yes, I'm going to repair this door quickly so we can get that draft away from you. We don't want you catching a cold.
Oh, yes, okay. Would you like some tea? I was going to make some tea just by now. The water.
That is a great idea. He'll get started.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. And I'll look at you, at Jelly, and say, is this the one that was causing a ruckus?
Yes.
I'm right here. I can hear you, lady.
I thought I was talking lower.
We actually don't you have sub vocal?
Oh, I do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm
speaking sub-vocally.
Yeah.
Okay.
She still says it.
Yeah. She's still saying,
She's like, I can hear you.
I'll say,
In her head.
I will start on the door in one moment. Right. And I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to look at her with my astral eyes.
Okay. So go ahead. So you go astral.
She can look.
So you see this. Okay. You see there is a beaming magical entity there. So go ahead and give me a sensing roll.
Remember that scene in Beetlejuice where he takes off his face?
Oh, I love Beetlejuice.
Me too.
Do I want more? No, I'll stick with 2.
So you have 2. With 2, you get the general state of the subject's health. The general state of the subject's health is healthy. Whether the subject is mundane or awakened, the subject is awakened.
Okay.
The presence and location of any standard grade cyberware implants. You do not see any cyberware. The general class or type of magic that is active, spirit.
Okay.
Right?
Oh.
Very
You have
common.
not seen this aura before. So it is an awakened spirit that you're looking at and you are communicating with.
An awakened. Oh, so this is
It's a spirit.
It's a spirit made.
It's a spirit.
Oh.
And you would think, okay, manifested spirit. When you look astrally, you don't see, it doesn't appear to be connected to anything. So you're going to assume that it's a free spirit.
Okay, so just for the world itself, there are spirits that break away from the astral and form into a person, so to speak.
So yes, when you conjure a spirit, you conjure spirits from the astral plane, and you bind them to service. When things go wrong in that conjuration, either you pass out from the drain, or something happens, that spirit breaks away from that service, that bond to you, it becomes a free spirit. And one of a couple of things can happen. It can either get very upset because they typically don't like being summoned and bound to service to someone else. They really just want to be left alone. So they could go on a rampage and start causing all kinds of havoc, or a lot of times they'll just drift off back into the astral plane and go on about their business. And in some events, they will become a free spirit and remain behind to do whatever it is, whatever their agenda might be. They become very unpredictable and sometimes dangerous at that point.
Okay, I will say, Jelly, we have a very big issue. I'm going to seal this as quickly as possible. Now, while I'm in the astral, because I've looked at the trailer before, can I tell if is the trailer still lit up? Like, the breaking of the seal didn't
I didn't. The actual structure itself is still magically very magical.
Okay, I look at the
Magical
door on the
9.
ground. It's still okay. So I don't see runes broken that I think will.
No, it's just the door has been broken.
Yeah.
One of the hinges on the back gate has been broken out, but that panel itself is magical.
Okay, excellent. So I'm gonna say, all right, Jelly, please help me with this door. I will do most of the lifting.
So as you look at the door, go ahead and give me an engineering roll.
I don't have engineering.
Okay.
That's my one thing I can't take.
I believe engineering is linked to logic, isn't it?
Yes.
So just give me a logic roll.
Okay.
Trying.
Oh yeah. Okay, we know we have to weld it. Can I also look
He's
at it?
asking for help. You could be like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
I'll
I
look
look
at
too?
it and look at the door. Look at that. I'm like,
You
well,
could just tell him. You could just tell him that you already looked at it and you know it needs to
Yeah.
be welded.
You need to weld it.
Yeah, we're not taping this baby back together.
all right, excellent. I'm not too good with the structural portion and engineering issues. If you know where to weld, that would be perfect. Otherwise, I'll have to just go around the whole square.
Do I know where to weld?
You're looking at the hinge that's been broken. What do you have? The engineering skill?
Yeah.
How many ranks?
3.
You have 3. Wow. So you
damn.
actually know that hey, we need to we need to fix this.
That's
the
a
hinge.
key weld right
You know,
there.
so
yeah.
we're gonna.
Do.
You know exactly what needs to be done. If you have
Weldy,
the right
weldy,
equipment.
weldy. Science of things.
Okay, well,
She
I
built
know
it.
I can create really hot flame, and I know that's in welding as far as I'm concerned. So I will do such a thing.
LT, do you have a welding kit?
So yeah, I got one right here. Let me pull it out of my back pocket.
First,
I
finish
got
the
an
wheel.
welder.
Are you done? You don't have one?
No, I don't.
So last game,
I think that
asked
was
the
both
question,
sarcasm.
is he on our comm links? And we said unequivocally no. So
He's on the open one.
He's not on the open call.
but we can still
You
contact
can switch
him.
channels.
All right,
You keep
all right.
him on a different frequency, I'm assuming. Okay.
Well,
The gist I'm getting from Jelly.
I don't really know how to work it. I could go and grab it, or I can use my magic.
You have a welder?
No,
he
No,
was being
I can go and grab
He was
his.
No, he
being
was being sarcastic.
facetious.
Oh, he was. I didn't hear what you said it was. Okay. Well, then I guess I will need to use my magic.
Can you get stuff that hot?
I don't see why not. I hope.
What use
I-
is being called hot
You have some
ends if
spell
you
that,
cannot
like,
Well,
take your
well,
hands
my,
off?
my thought was I would use flame. So flame strike. There's flame strike and there's flame thrower. There's a flamethrower version.
Right.
So I figured I might be able to amp it up because I know you can amp it up and just basically. That's my thought.
I was gonna
I
like
don't know if I
melt
can.
this thing closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Effectively, because I can't do
Is
anything
that
else.
like? We just try it and see what happens.
Crude but effective kind of thing. You know, you're trying to basically bubblegum patch the thing up, or like
Yeah,
put a
we
cap.
are spot
basically
welding.
melt it and kind of. So you could heat it up potentially with a spell, but who's gonna like, you know, if you got it hot enough, who's gonna
Hold it.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, you know, how are you going to cool it down to where it'll hold? It doesn't necessarily bind.
Wait,
Okay.
hold up. Actually, hold up.
I got a question.
Okay.
No, I got this.
So we drove down the 101.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still civilization?
So what you
Not on 36.
No,
No, so
36.
it's-
36,
Well-
there's really nothing. But as you went past, like as you
We
went
drove
through,
by a truck stop.
You went
We-
through Eureka, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, there are still businesses and things, but most
I
of
just
those
remembered.
things are closed. Every once in a while, you'd see somebody, but mostly running from one place to another. It's pretty much devoid of any
Can I
real
do like?
open activity.
Can I do like an intuition roll or logic roll to try to like problem solve this for something that's like my character would know but player doesn't know? Is that a
As
function?
far as the door
Yeah.
goes? Yeah, I mean, You can make a logic roll just to see, like, hey, all of a sudden you have an idea. Oh, he's
I got it.
Hot Hands like, I got it.
No,
Is
no.
there a mending spell or
No,
something?
there is. I just don't have it.
Okay.
But why can't I summon a task spirit? Boom.
Now you're thinking like a man.
All
There
right.
we go.
So yeah, task
And what
spirit.
type of task spirit will you get? An ice.
No. I do have a quick question that I keep forgetting to ask. In Auric, when we were passing through Auric, we saw a dwarf and an orc arguing. It's a human and a dwarf in the car, right? It's not the same.
Correct.
They
Different.
had like a cattle truck.
Yeah, they had a cattle
okay.
truck with
Just
they were
making
hauling
sure.
they were hauling some livestock.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that was the dwarf that gave you guys the fingers. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they obviously it needed repair to their vehicles, and so
Okay, so I'm gonna try and summon a work spirit to help fix this door.
okay.
Feel free to chip this too.
It's
pretty vital.
What force of a spirit are you summoning?
Oh, that's right. I have to select a force. How do I?
So you decide what force of a spirit you want to summon. If the force of the spirit is higher than your magic rating, then your drain is physical damage, not stun damage. And your drain value is double the force of the spirit.
I'll do a level 3. I feel like a level 3 would probably be
All right.
sufficient.
So you're going to summon a force 3 spirit, and how many? Let's see. So and it is.
I want to say
I get to roll this many dice then. So I have 3 successes on my roll. How many do you have?
I have 3, so I need to beat you. Oh wait, no, ties go to me.
Do you the
In-
attacker in this?
In attacks,
Okay,
right?
but I have no problem. I'll spend.
Spend a chip
I'll
for
spend.
Because right now you need. Let me just double check it here. But
Yeah.
under summoning,
And are the chips 2 to 1 success like that? These are edge
2
points.
guarantee 1 success.
you need 1 net hit to succeed.
One that hit. Okay,
She's
so
like
then
mentally
one of
unstable.
these will
His
allow me to
little
reroll.
one he's-
Correct.
Yep. Each
Just
one of
spend
those
the
is a
2.
point of edge.
Yeah, spend 2.
So you're taking 2 of
So,
those.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
take 2 of
Guarantee.
these.
Guarantee. All right.
So I have 1 point.
All right. So you have 1 point. You have 1 service. 1 simple task. You bind this spirit. What
Yes.
do you order it to do?
Mr. Meese.
Hold the door!
Hold the door.
Oh,
Hold the door.
no. I just started
Cry.
rewatching that.
Great.
I will weep about Hodor.
I just say
I can't do this.
Oh, no. You've upset Sequoia.
fix this door back onto the truck, please,
Okay.
and thank you.
So you know, with spirits,
Yeah.
you give them super basic commands, right? Like a spirit's not going to know anything like really intricately involved. You're like, point me in the direction of, the cockatrice, right? So and it goes in that direction to let you know it's in this direction.
Oh.
If you tell it to go, hey, go fix that, it's not going to know how to fix it. Right?
Oh,
Maybe just seal the door.
well, okay. I guess what I was assuming is since it was a work spirit, it might.
What you could tell it to do is you could say, hold the door in place
Okay.
or something.
Yeah.
Or, something like
How long
that.
do they stay with me?
They stay active until the services are all used up, or until 1 sun up and 1 sunset has passed.
Cool.
How many
Yeah.
do you have? You have 3. You have 3 tasks. What
No,
is-
no, I have 1
He has
task.
1 task.
Because I have
Oh,
one
of
minute.
level
so, yeah,
3.
So I'll just tell him, please hold that door until.
Hold the door closed.
Yeah, hold the door
Spirit
closed.
gets super pissy and goes, I have 1 job here!
Right.
I'll
Alright.
ask MF. Can you come be eyes back here while Hot Hands is busy?
Duh.
Okay. So the spirit moves this door into place. All right. Pearl's just rocking in her chair.
And as it like right before it's about to close, if she looks at me, I'll just tip my hat, ma'am.
She just
Just nodding.
seems fine.
Smiling
She's
and
rocking
nodding.
her chair.
Okay.
Happy as could be.
All right.
Finally, she got her door fixed. Cool. So you see the door move into place, and it's sitting in the channel on the back of the trailer, and it's just being held there. It just
Excellent.
sits up, right? And you're if you look at it astrally, you're like, okay, looks good.
Yeah,
The door's not fastened, but the door's being
Yeah.
held where it's supposed to.
The seal is placed. Also,
Don't you have to weld it still?
oh
Or are we just having?
no, my spirit is going to hold it. I have for 1 sun up and 1 sun down. We have plenty of time.
You guys are like a couple hours away
Yeah.
from.
But-
Dave, is the bracket broken out so that the rivets holding it in place have fallen out, have sheared off? What's happened?
Yeah, it's a like a pin and the bracket itself has been broken and is completely broken off and been
The
smashed.
bracket is not there at all.
Right, it's been pretty much severed.
Okay.
So, Jelly, we have maybe another issue. That is not a person. I'm gonna start to say that, and then I'm gonna switch to the sub vocals. That is not That is not a person in the traditional sense in there. That is an awakened spirit. It is a spirit walking amongst us.
I don't give a shit. Let's just go.
Okay.
Why the fuck does it look like a grandma though?
Well, that really comes down to the nature of spirits, and I don't think I have enough time to. I could ask that spirit, but then it would probably dissipate, or it would dissipate. But we could wax philosophical on the ride up if you would like.
LT, are you done?
He says, yeah, I think I got her back on.
Okay, load up.
All right, as you, like, the vibration of the truck, it starts, and the smokestacks, billow out. It's exhaust, and he's like, all right, we're rolling.
Can I do some kind of check to see if... Do I believe that this is going to hold the whole way? This spirit fix?
Do you have astral or magical? Mm-mm. Okay, you have no idea.
Okay, all right.
You're just trusting Hot Hands'
okay, we
recommendation that we're good.
All right. Okay, yeah.
I'll look at the truck and say, or the car that's busted, and say,
fuck.
Do we need to dispose of these bodies or anything? I do not know what you guys did to them.
LT, pull the truck forward 20 feet or whatever.
Okay. So you tell LT to pull forward the truck.
Does it just go?
He does. It kind of bounces a little bit and kind of drags the car a few feet and then breaks away from it and, leaves the carcass of the car behind.
Ooh, if you want, Jelly, I have some high explosives that I am dying to use.
Well,
can you push the car off the road and then do them?
Is the gas...
I get...
Where's the gas can? What'd you do with it? Did you use all of the gas?
It was a small gas can. It was a 1 gallon gas can.
Come on, let me just blow something up just once.
Yeah, all right, you earned it.
Let me just blow it up just once.
You earned it. You got possessed. Go for it.
You got possessed. So you're going to go rig explosives to the car?
I'm getting in the truck.
I'm going to...
Okay.
I want to... So I have a high explosive grenade.
Oh, okay.
That does 16 physical.
Okay. It's a grenade, yep.
Yep. So I want to, make sure that we get from a safe distance.
Wait till you're rolling and you're trying to, roll it down the hill to where it blows up next to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Can't you timer set it?
No option. No. You pull the pin and that is the timer.
Cool.
I mean, could I use, my athletics or gymnastics to, throw it accurately?
You wouldn't use your gymnastics. You would use your exotic weapon.
Alternatively...
Oh, right. Okay, but that's still good. That's still, 10. Okay.
Right.
Wait.
So, as you start to pull away, everyone's in the truck. You start to pull away. For those of you that are still scanning the tree line and stuff, for those of you that got 3 successes earlier, as you kind of know what you're looking for, the fire is now all but burned out on the tire. And at some point, as you guys are in the truck and starting to pull away, you do start to see these blue head feathers that are kind of in the bushes. Obviously, the fire and all the commotion, was enough to kind of keep them... They were unsure, maybe, of closing in on you with everything going on and the big bonfire, so that was good. Go ahead and give me an exotic weapons roll as you toss the grenade out.
I thought you would never ask.
You're the front of the cab, okay? The truck's moving. The truck is 70 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't you just walk over there, lob it into it, and walk away? It blows up behind you as you're walking away. Action scene.
That is true. Okay, here's the plan.
Okay.
I do want to get out. I am a little worried about the awakened chickens, but...
Just got this thing fixed. You're going to blow the rear tires up now with the grenade.
But I am pretty fast. I can run pretty fast. Maybe...
I'm sure they'll cover you.
All right, if you guys cover me, this is going to be really cool. Just wait. All right.
So what you got to take a grenade. You've got a high explosive grenade. You're gonna just drop it into the car and then run for it or what?
I think I'm going to softball lob it in. Yeah, I'm going to softball tap.
If it's going through the windshield, it is a huge opening.
Into the windshield. Yeah.
It's a Nissan Jackrabbit. It's about the size of this table.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The whole car or the windshield?
So the windshield is the windshield is smaller. So the windshield's
the car is the size of this table.
Yeah, the car. It's a small little passenger car. Yeah, it's a tiny little. Yeah, it's just a little car.
It still would be cool.
So now, from what distance are you lobbing the grenade?
I'm gonna say about. Let me see. It's a 15-meter blast. So I'm going to start at 15 meters.
Okay.
That's a 45-foot throw.
So you know that at a 15-meter blast, if it deviates back towards you, it will catch you in the blast.
You got this.
But I have a little bit of time to like throw it and then turn around and like start walking?
Well, sure.
Because I am gonna walk because that's cooler than running away. So
Okay.
Yeah.
we'll see how bad I fuck this up. Let's see.
All right. So go ahead and give me your exotic weapon roll.
Okay.
Cross off a high explosive grenade.
Yep. It's 2.
All right.
It's 2 successes.
Are you happy with 2 successes? Are you going to spend any edge?
Oh, I do have edge, huh?
You sure do.
I have like 5 edge actually.
Now, the point of edge that you gained, that bonus point of edge that you gained last session, goes away.
Okay, so I only have 5.
4.
What's your edge
What's your
attribute?
real edge?
5.
5. You have 5. Plus, there's 2 in the group pool here.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 edge and try to.
Reroll 2 dice, or you want to spend 2 to gain 1 success?
I'm going to spend 2 to gain 1 success.
Okay, so
I
you
think
now
that's
have
the
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 3, all right, and you are attempting to lob the grenade in through the front windshield that's been kicked down, right? Okay, so let me get out my little scatter. Oh, actually, it's right here.
And of course, I have to say catchphrase before I die a
yeah.
horrible death. And
She went out the way she came in. Really cool.
So I'm going to go, I think, with the classic "Hasta la vista, baby," and then
Okay,
yeah.
so you throw the grenade. So go ahead and roll me 2d6.
again. Okay.
And you're doing it at 15 meters, right? Which is near range. Second increment, right? When you look at your range increment for the grenade.
Near is 6.
Okay, so
Oh wait, no, sorry. 4 physical. Close.
what's the range? It should
It
be.
just says blast 15 meters.
Blast is 15. Okay, cool. All right, so roll 2d6.
Oh god. Okay, this seems important. Nope, nothing.
Okay. And how many hits did you get?
3.
Okay. Now.
I'm sorry, guys.
All right. And so you throw the grenade, and it, you know what? It bounces and bounces right further into the vehicle.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I am so cool.
Bounces off the dash and lands into the back seat, and boom, blows the vehicle up.
I don't think you have to worry about any evidence anymore.
Yep, completely damages the vehicle and ignites the rest of the gas that's in the tank, and the thing blows up in a huge pyre. Boom.
Jelly will
Black
reach
smoke
down
and flame
help
go up
you
for a
back
second,
in.
and and it lights the place up for a minute.
Awesome.
Guys, did you see how cool that was? It was like I was just walking away like a badass, and it was like fiery explosions behind me. It was
You get a gold sticker on
the credits are
your grenade
rolling.
belt.
You're walking away from the blast. You're like, yeah.
Dave, what
I
time
want
of
to see
year
the
is
side
it?
scene.
It's
It's
April.
April.
April 20th,
I
2081.
want to see the
Yeah.
side scene where the cockatrices are running around like Muppets.
Right, yeah. So as this flash, as the gas in the jackrabbit ignites from the explosion of the grenade, you now see that there are several blue plumed roosters in the tree line. Like, what? kind of
But they're
cockeyed.
totally distracted by the cool fiery
Oh,
explosion.
they are startled. Yeah. So you guys managed to keep them at bay, and you guys motor up the road.
How much time have we lost?
An hour.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So not too bad. But shortly after moving up the road, your
How long? But
phone's gonna buzz.
it's Jelly.
You hear? Hey, I was wondering.
You got any chamomile up there?
You guys getting hungry? I was making some fresh cookies.
I would really like a cookie.
Yeah. What you hear is a voice that's being modulated. Give us a sit rep on your cargo.
I look at the number. Do I recognize it? Is it the same as the one that was provided to me?
Is it
No.
unknown?
It's an unknown number.
I hate this.
Generally, we introduce ourselves on the telephone.
Please give us a sit rep on your cargo.
Generally, we introduce ourselves. Who am I speaking with?
There's been a change of plans. You will move to sent coordinates immediately.
On whose
Sending now.
authority?
Right, and so you get another buzz of the phone of the comm link, and if you look at it, there is a coordinate that comes up.
I'm gonna conference call in Alejandra.
Okay, you call the number, and the number rings, and then you get that like strange like fax, kind of thing, and it goes off. Yeah, exactly.
Bingo.
Look, I'm happy to make adjustments to the plan, but my contact with Alejandra, we had a set amount of money and an agreement, and I don't know who you are. You have not identified yourself, and I'm not going to compromise this mission. So I need more from you.
Okay, so the communication line ends, right, and then you get a message that says, "Move cargo to pre-designated location," and then it's signatured with an A.
That is, they hung up on me though.
Yeah, they hung up on you.
Can I call them back?
when you try and call them back, you get the strange, it doesn't even ring, it doesn't connect. It's like some kind of like VoIP number, matrix-based flash number that's used once, then expired. That certain people for like burner numbers and stuff use like, these like one-time, like message type numbers that they use. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Pretty common in your line of work.
All right. I'm gonna pass LT another pizza box, and then I'm gonna turn and look at you guys, and I'm gonna say, so you guys heard my half of that conversation. What that was an unidentified person requesting that we change our drop locale. What are we thinking?
Well, first of all, good job not telling them that the seal was definitely broken. But you know best, Jelly. I trust your judgment.
I'm thinking we stick to the original instructions.
So, with an astral barrier, you know that as soon as the barrier is breached, the creator of that barrier immediately knows.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, most likely since the barrier was breached, somebody would probably know, if not mechanically, most likely astrally, since the creator of it would know if the barrier was breached.
Mad.
It would stand to reason that changing coordinates would be accurate. Are the coordinates closer?
You gonna look at the coordinates?
Yeah.
So when you look the location up on your comm link, you see that the location is only about 8 miles outside of where you were originally supposed to meet up and drop off the cargo. But it looks like it goes out to some farmland, and when you look we look at a satellite photo, there's a farmhouse out on this.
What's the original place?
Red Bluff.
Red Bluff.
Like where in Red Bluff?
It was right outside the city limits, just on the north side outside the city limits, right. But when you look at this location, this is a farmhouse that is several miles out northeast of Red Bluff. Approximately 8 miles. There's surrounding farmland. The nearest establishment was a home, as if you look on the satellite view, and it is several kilometers away.
Can I tell if it's like owned by anybody?
You can't from here.
How would I
It looks
can-
like an old rundown.
Google Earth it or something.
It looks like an old rundown, like it's got a root cellar. You see the root cellar doors on the
Okay.
side, and it's looks like a one-room, house in disrepair.
I do have a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that we are still going to get paid? Because they have like literally one rule. It was do not break the seal, and it wasn't our fault, but the seal was broken. Perhaps we could find a more interested party in.
Here's what I'm thinking:
Pearl.
is that there is a pretty decent chance.
Sell Pearl someone else.
There's a pretty decent chance.
I'm a little scared of her now.
Yeah, that we show up at this farmhouse and they just take us out because we failed.
I say we just take her to the new location and hope for the best. To be honest, something of that caliber of a spirit on this plane, I would greatly like to get rid of it as quickly as possible.
Hot hands, can you not astral projector?
Into the.
Look at new location.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in.
How far
Pearl.
can I astral project again?
Anywhere you want.
That isn't.
But how much time does it take? Because I know I only have a set time limit.
So astral projection is basically the speed of thought, but they have they have calculated into some type of like real calculatable distance or speed. So you move at 1.5 kilometers per second.
Okay.
So it's like you think about where you want to go, and you're literally there in like a couple seconds. Poof.
Great
So
point.
from here to there, it's literally going to take nothing.
Yeah, bam, bam.
You're like, I asked for a project to go check out the site, and you're back into your body within like a minute. If you wanted to be kind of thing.
Cool. Then
And I do want you to remember that something you may not know, you want to make sure your body's in the same place and come back to it.
Right.
Oh.
So either
We have to stop.
either we stop or you know that we're on this route and we don't get off this route for any reason whatsoever.
well, I would imagine you guys wouldn't get off the route, but I would also feel safer if you guys.
It's gonna take
I would
minutes.
also imagine that someone would not hit us with a fucking 80-foot trailer, but that
Yeah.
happened too.
I mean,
Let's just take LT, pull us off for just a moment.
Okay. All right. Coming into the landing zone.
All right, and I'll do what I do most of the times before I astral project. I'm gonna go to my bunk. I'm gonna grab my tea. I'm gonna go ahead and brew some tea real quick. Take a little
Okay.
drink.
Maybe we won't stop till
It
you're
takes you a
finished.
few moments
Yeah.
to find a place where LT could pull off. He pulls into one of the little turnouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, we shouldn't linger here. Charlie's everywhere.
You got it, LT.
Roll down the window, cop on the windowsill, grab the top of the truck, hop up on the truck, I'm on the top of the truck.
You're on top. All right. Okay.
Would anybody else lack some tea?
Please be expedient in this measure.
Okay.
There's no time for tea. Hurry up and do your crazy
Get
mage
moving.
stuff.
Drink
Okay.
your tea. Do your thing. Just stay to yourself. CeCe, if you want to go play on the roof, you can.
I'll bring some down.
Thank you, Jetty.
Okay, so
But-
you go back and like brew some tea. So that takes a few minutes. What is everyone else doing?
I'm
You're on
going
top.
to, I'm going to follow MF, but I'm going to try to get up a lot cooler than him. I'm going to
Okay.
try to flip through the window and somersault onto the roof.
I'm making sure the windows are rolled up except for a little crack.
Oh,
and the doors
great.
are locked.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna turn around in my chair and stare at Hot Hands while he does this.
Hurry the F up.
All right.
LT goes, what are we doing with our POW?
Do you really think that your rank dictates me telling you that?
Nope. I'm just asking.
Why don't you eat your pizza?
Roger that.
Handle.
All right. So you are going to astrally project. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. Is
Okay.
for the specialization for astral signatures? Does that encompass?
That's for a sensing.
Okay, that's for
Yeah.
sensing. Okay, cool.
So you're gonna astral project to.
To the location on the Google Maps.
Okay. Cool.
So I
The
figured
farm.
use that to try and
All right.
find a
so
location.
you project there. In a matter of seconds, you arrive at a location. All right. I need you to give me a willpower test.
Oh, no.
So you come across, you're moving at a rate, you move at a fast enough rate where you can't really make out details as you go, but when you do come across the location, there's a single structure. It's a small, one-story, probably one-room farmhouse, the size of like a log cabin or an old rustic cabin. It's got root cellar doors on one side that are closed. As it comes into view, you get to about 30 yards from it as you kind of pull up on it, and you start to get basically like a migraine. All right, so go ahead and give me a willpower test.
Okay.
Does
And
anyone
this is
remember
just
how the
willpower.
last
Just willpower.
test for Hot Hands went? It wasn't good. He almost got raped by an orc.
Jelly, hold my hands.
I will. I'll get up and
roll
hold
for
your
that.
hands.
Do I just need one success? Or?
No,
No.
you roll 3 dice. Okay.
Yeah.
How many did you get?
I just got one success, so
Oh.
I think I'll use my 2 edge to give myself a second success.
Okay.
Can we gift edges?
You cannot.
Okay.
All right. As you roll up on the thing, as you're perceiving it, you are immediately kind of similar to what happened earlier. You go into this flashback mode, right?
Oh.
Things go dark, and now what you're looking at is you're looking out over a vast mountain range of the night sky. The night sky is clear. You can see the stars. You can see the moon behind the stars. And at one point, something really large, stark white, with wings and a tail, goes flying by at a crazy speed,
Fucking dragon.
right? You see it, right? The silhouette of it in the moonlight comes over the mountains and over the trees, and it meets another like figure, much bigger and more bulbous in the body. And these two entities, these two dragons, if you will, begin to exchange a fight.
Wasn't the dog thing a never-ending story white?
Oh, nope. So it's not really like that, right?
Not a big furry baby.
So you are witnessing this exchange between these great magical beasts, right? As they rip and rend at each other, and at some point,
I thought we were hearing Barry White.
at some point, these two creatures are in this like this contest where they're grappled with each other, and then two big bone shards protrude out of the one dragon's wings and pierce the other dragon's torso, and then it rips the dragon's head right up out of its body with its spine hanging down, and it casts it down, and you hear a maniacal
Jesus.
laugh.
Was that the bigger one?
The bigger one.
The bigger one.
Right? And you feel for a moment that your magical power, like your essence, like your magical rating, like almost washes away from you for a moment.
Oh, it doesn't go up. I was thinking there could be.
And then quickly comes back. And you see this thing turn, you hear this maniacal laugh that seems to echo out across the countryside, and the thing flies off to a fiery mountain.
Okay.
Flies to fiery mountain.
And then you come back and you are at your body.
Oh. Well, why did I go astral again?
To look at the goddamn farmhouse. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, the farmhouse.
Were you mind controlled?
No.
You remember seeing the farmhouse.
Yeah.
And then you remember what you just saw very vividly.
Oh, no, I'm
even
just-
though you were looking at it from a distance, you watched this exchange between these two beasts. Like, I mean,
Were they over the farmhouse?
you're almost in shock, right?
Oh, that's where
Yeah,
I'm at.
yeah.
I'm just like, well, I saw the farmhouse.
They were in front of the moon, and they were over trees and
It was a different locale.
It was a
But it was
completely
a
different
complete.
locale.
Okay, just making sure.
The farmhouse looked fine, but well, my mind was taken for a moment, and I had a second vision.
Second?
Oh yes, I had a vision previously as well.
It's kind of pertinent information, Hot Hands.
Well, yeah, we did just kind of go through a whole lot of stuff, and we're talking about a number of things. So, would you like me to start with the first or second vision?
Begin with first.
First.
Okay, well, when I was peering into the astral plane to see where the cockatrices might be, well, there was a bit of a flash of light for a moment in my mind, and then I kind of shifted over, and well, I kind of witnessed this water and a reflection of something white shining on it, and then a loud piercing screech, which I can't really tell you why I inherently knew was a dragon, though I don't believe I've ever seen one in person. And then my senses came back to me, but the second vision, after I got within about 30 yards of the farmhouse, which, alright farmhouse, the farm didn't look like it was very well tended. It looked like it could use a little work. Maybe the soil's a little depleted.
Right. We do not care about the farm. What? Go.
Oh, so I then witnessed another vision, dark and starry night. What I believe may be the same dragon flew up into the stars as a backdrop, and then I saw another larger white dragon come in. They began to fight, and the little one did not do well.
The larger one wasn't white. The larger one was dark.
Oh, it was dark.
Yeah,
I thought you said there was
the other
also
one was white. No.
So the larger, darker one was clearly the victor, as it protruded the spikes out of its shoulders, stabbed the little one, and then proceeded to rip its head and spine out of its body.
Excuse me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I thought it was quite intense as well. And then it flew off to a mountain of fire. A fiery mountain, if I be more precise.
The farmhouse was empty at this time?
Well, I did not see anybody, and due to the
He was
nature
distracted by the epic dragon fight.
Okay.
I would surmise by the lack of tending to the crops that it probably doesn't have anybody really
Oh my god, you have such an art-on for farms. Goodness.
Well, yes, I am a farmer by nature and trade.
We would know if dragons fought in this world. We would have heard about it, right?
You might not have. From the world that you know and understand, that dragons they exist. They generally collaborate with other entities, dragon and non-dragon, to further their own personal gains. There's been no documented record of two dragons combating with each other.
Did I recognize either of them? Like from vids or anything?
So give me
Traits.
what do you have for knowledge skills?
Farming stuff. Knowledge. Actually, no, I have knowledge arcana.
Okay, give me a magic roll plus logic.
Yeah.
Roll your magic plus logic. Your threshold is going to be 5.
So was it
Actually, it's going to be 4.
Was it set over the open comm?
Yeah.
Have we seen dragons? So I have awakened creatures.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 4 exactly.
You got 4 exactly. The dragon, you believe beyond the shadow of a doubt that the dragon that you witnessed, the white dragon that you witnessed, was the famed dragon Ghostwalker.
Ooh.
Oh. Do we know that Ghostwalker is alive, or is he?
Last time you checked, yes, he was very well alive and active, and rules over the Denver.
My guess is that a dragon being killed is a pretty big deal in
That is
the
a
world.
global event.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
just to clarify, like, we don't usually hear about any dragons fighting each other. Like, there's no dragon infighting in history.
If there's dragon, you know that dragons don't necessarily get along with each other, right? They have their own agendas, and dragons understand that they are the top of the food chain. So they will use the pawns of their existence, which are humans and corporations, to do their bidding, and they'll move them like pieces on a chessboard to further their own agenda. There's always that saying, never deal with the dragon because you're going to get screwed in the end or eaten. There have been no documented reports of dragons fighting that have been witnessed or been talked about. No one's A death of a dragon is a big deal. The last great dragon died. Dunkelzahn was assassinated, on his inauguration day, and the effects of that are still being felt today. So to have witnessed such a thing is pretty monumental.
I will sit and kind of hold my tea some more, or hold it close with two hands. Jelly, I believe I've witnessed something cataclysmic, and I am concerned. I believe, almost beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I witnessed a ghost walker be murdered.
That is extremely valuable information.
And if that is the case, well, the world may have some things, because what is this dragon? Who I don't recognize the other dragon, mind you. I'm not a dragon authority, but killing of one dragon by another is probably something big.
The other dragon was much larger in size.
Is there a catalog? Can I Wikipedia dragons?
You can look them up on your comlink. Known dragons that have been sighted across the world. There are quite a few. There's pictures of feathered serpent in South America. You can find pictures of Ghostwalker. You can find pictures of old Dunkelzahn. You can find pictures of Lofweir, out of Germany. You can find pictures of Ryumo, who was the first dragon sighted over Mount Fuji. So, a lot of pictures.
I'll Google Ghostwalker just to see if there's any news or anything.
Okay.
Are we to be moving?
Oh, yes, we should probably get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll
So
the
you
window
guys
down.
have been driving since Seattle. You have been driving a long time. It is the middle of the night.
Yeah.
LT says, I should probably get some rest. I should probably rack out. Who's going to take first guard?
We got it covered. How long do you need?
I don't know. 6 hours?
Hit the bunks.
Okay. He goes in the back, crawls up in one of the beds and starts to rack out. He's pretty tired, especially after changing that tire.
Eating all that pizza.
And he's a little
Car
loaded.
coma.
Grease coma. Yeah.
I am pretty awake at this moment. I don't mind taking first watch.
Okay. I think I would rather you ID the black dragon if possible, or the dark dragon, and then CeCe, MF. Do either of you want to take first watch?
Ooh. I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Unless you want to Rochambeau.
No, it's good.
Okay.
You take. I will sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys gonna rotate through and get some rest?
And I'm gonna start thinking about how can I sell that.
Just off the top of your head that if you're able to somehow verify what he's telling you, it could be worth an unsurmountable amount of money to the right people.
Ooh, that sounds good to Jelly.
So I'm just trying to think of
Workshop.
What's the fastest and most efficient way to do it within my circle.
The news.
Then sell to the news. Okay.
And I will spend the next half an hour before I finally decide to nap just searching up the dragons and the images that we have.
Okay.
And see if there's anyone that matches the dark dragon. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, Brandon, the reason we say it was dark, although you saw the body shape was much bigger, but it also, you saw protrude from their wings these skeletal-like appendages that came out like spikes and then pierced the other
And
dragon's
we've never
torso.
seen anything like that.
You've never seen anything like that.
So it's not that the dragon was necessarily dark in color. It was I couldn't really see
Dark in
that
color, and you couldn't tell what
Okay.
what the colors were. They were dark.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So I'll look and see if I can find anything, even though I'm fairly certain I've never heard about bone protrusions or anything like that on dragons.
Right. Seems very, very strange.
So, Jelly, I know that you're already seeing dollar signs with this information. Oddans, do you know where this fight was? Was it were there any landmarks that we could maybe go to and check out for evidence, maybe find the dead dragon?
If you know where a large fiery mountain is, perhaps, but there's probably several volcanoes that could be, and that is just my assumption.
What was were there any trees?
There were trees and
There were
mountains.
trees?
Yeah, there were trees and mountains. So they were fighting in front of the
rock
moonlight.
formations?
You would
Right.
know what kind of trees they were.
Yeah, would I be able to tell what kind of trees?
You know what? Give me a roll. What do you have? Some kind of nature.
I mean, I have a BS in agricultural science.
Give me a roll. give me a
You
logic
have a
roll.
bullshit in
And if you've got any
agricultural
active skill like agriculture or something, you can add those dice.
Yeah.
I have outdoors.
Give me outdoors. Yeah, add your
right.
outdoor dice to your intuition or logic. I'm sorry, logic.
Does my knowledge give me any bonus dice or
No, the knowledge just allows you. You have the knowledge that allows you to make the roll.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Because potentially, if we knew the location, we could go find the evidence and then.
I got one
I'm
success.
thinking it's
You got one.
But
So
still, we could be there and maybe.
you know
record it or
that
something.
from where you're at, which I mean, so as you recall, this vision, the mountain looked. You know, as you kind of glance as this thing flies off to the mountain, because you didn't notice the mountain before, right? It happened kind of quick. The large, white body goes by you, was flying at quite an accelerated rate, obviously trying to intercept something. The two dragons intersect, a fight ensues, and the one dragon ends up being killed. From your background and with your outdoor skill and your agricultural background, you know that the trees, the forest, is very similar to ones in the area that you're going. You also know that there are several volcanoes in the area. You've got Mount Shasta, you've got Mount Lassen.
Can he compare pictures that he finds of the different mountains to his vision?
You could give me an electronics roll to do a matrix search on.
Don't you have gremlins?
I don't have gremlins. I just don't have electronics.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't. So you can still do a matrix search. It's just a
Just
logic
Google,
roll.
right?
Logic. I was
Just a
thinking just a
roll.
logic.
You're basically doing a Google search.
I have a really nice comm link if that helps. I thought I saw multiples. I have 1-6.
You have one. So you have one hit. You're just able to pull up. You're able to at least pull up a list of the volcanoes in the area that could be potential. Because where you're at in California, it's a subduction zone. So you've got a line of volcanoes that run the length of the state. You've got Mount Diablo. You've got what are some other ones?
There's one in Yosemite, right? Or is that no?
There's
Oh,
there's
Yos-
a caldera in Yosemite.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's
yeah,
not it.
Yosemite is.
I'm thinking
Eastern
Yellowstone.
Sierra Nevada.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm thinking
so-
Yellowstone.
Where's
Yeah.
Mount?
But there are
Mount
in the
St.
Eastern
Helens
Sierra
popping in my
Nevada.
head.
Mount St. Helens is further up
That's
in
Washington,
Washington.
right?
That's
Mount
Washington,
Rainier
that's
and
north,
Mount
Oregon.
St. Helens are up there. The biggest ones in the area are going to be Mount
Shasta.
Lassen and Mount Shasta. Now,
Okay.
Mount Shasta is the perch of the great dragon Hestabee.
Okay.
And what does Hestabee look like?
Hestabee is I don't know what her color scheme is.
Is
to be
it
honest with
dark?
you. No, she's not typically dark. I'm going to say that Hestabee is a. Yeah, it's a great question.
Here, I'll look it up, but
No, you can look it up, but I don't. She's not. The dragon that you saw was much bigger than
Okay.
Ghostwalker, much bigger through the body. All right, its wingspan you don't know because they're in the altercation that ensued. It's tough to tell the length of the wingspan, but it appeared to be a much bigger serpent
big
than.
boy.
looks like
than
Hestabee is
Ghostwalker.
actually white in color.
White. Let me see.
This is the one that looks like it's from the book.
Oh yeah, kind of. So yeah, kind of brown, kind of earthy tones. That's what I kind of envisioned too.
Yeah.
Ghostwalker's stark
see.
white, bright white.
Oh.
And Hestabee's kind of these earthy tones and like
Perfect.
tans and browns.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that. Okay. Well, I'll look for a little while, and then after I don't really, it sounds like find many leads. I found some options, but I'm gonna go to sleep. I need my rest.
Okay. All right. So you guys get rest. You sleep for 6 hours unless somebody wants to do something in that time.
You should do a natural healing roll.
Yes.
So you're going to do some first aid, all right? So you're going to go ahead and use your biotech skill.
Okay.
When you use a first aid kit. First aid, should look it up here.
Biotech is logic.
It's a skill. Yes, logic.
Okay.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Does Edge heal with sleep?
Edge does not heal with sleep, although the scene is going to refresh the next day. So yes, you will get your edge back.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah, and then whenever you don't, I can in the morning heal you.
So do you have a med kit, or are you just doing first aid?
I have first aid.
Okay, so you make a biotech plus logic test against a threshold equal to 5 minus your essence. What is your essence?
5 minus 5.
Okay, and each success that you get on your biotech plus logic is going to heal 1 box of stone.
Okay.
Let's see.
So then I'm going to use my edges to get 3 successes.
Okay, so you're going to heal 3 boxes of stun.
Yeah.
And then here, I'll roll my heal so that in the
So you
morning.
can do 1 box of stun per hit, or you can do 1 box of physical for every 2 hits.
I'll do 1 box of each stun.
Do you? I was gonna
you
say, I
don't
don't
have
think
any
you have
physical,
any.
right?
No.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and I'll let you know how much I heal you here in a moment.
Cool.
Anyone else do any kind of first aid?
I already did
Everyone
mine.
else
I'm
got
cool.
out unscathed.
Yeah.
All right,
I still have some wounds and stuff, but I
I
have
got
to
a
wait till
boot
tomorrow.
on my sternum.
You get a big boot print. Oops. So, cool. You're gonna sleep for 6 hours. Anyone do anything with the trailer, or you know that the
I'm
the
up
rear
on-
door still seems to be in place, so you assume that the spirit is holding it in place. But you know that the spirit will cease to
The next day.
the next day.
Next nightfall,
End,
right? That's
end
what
of
we have
next
till.
day.
Yeah, when the sun goes down the next
Yeah.
day.
So we have a deadline, which we already did.
So I'm patrolling on top of the roof of the trailer.
Okay.
Just do 3 and 3, you think? Or you guys
What's
want to do 3 sets of 2 hours or 2 sets of 3 for the watch?
2 3s.
Yeah,
Give people
2
a
3s.
chance to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So, and you're gonna do some magic. You're gonna do the heal spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal both myself. I'm doing it in the morning, effectively, but
Okay.
but yes, I'm gonna heal both Jelly and me.
Okay. So the 6 hours is going to pass uneventfully. Yeah, at that point, LT wakes up. For those of you that are sleeping at this time, you may be woken up to the vibration of the truck firing up, and it starts to, he rigs back into the truck and pulls away and says, "Off we go," So moves you on towards your destination.
So we're going to get all our people back in the cab before
You
that
got
point.
everybody inside,
Okay.
nobody up on top.
Ah,
Now,
No
do
surfing.
you give LT is he staying to his original course, or are you giving him different instruction?
I'm going to tell him to head towards Red Bluff.
Red Bluff?
Because they're the 8 miles difference. Yeah, head toward Red Bluff. We're going to think about it some more.
Okay. All right. So,
I don't think there's a big change till we're closer.
all right. So a couple hours goes by. You guys pull off of 36 onto 5. You head south. Right.
What's our ETA?
Your ETA is 20 minutes.
20. Okay, pull
Yeah.
over.
Okay. So he finds a place to pull over. There's a rest stop. He pulls over and there's a rest stop. Now, one of the things you'll notice as the sun's coming up, you'll start to see that now you're entering the blighted land. As the sun comes up over the mountains in the distance and things start to lighten up, you see that the vegetation has been withered. Doesn't look like it's been burned. It's just been withered and almost kind of corrupted and has fallen limp. It's like the life force has been sucked right out of it, but it hasn't been burned per se by fire. And it stretches as far as the eye can see.
Alright, so after he finishes doing this roll, I would like you to teleport again and see if anything's changed.
Project?
Yes.
Okay.
Project.
Teleport.
I wish.
So
Teleport and get us some breakfast.
you are gonna heal 4
Cool, thank you.
more, and then let's see here. So I'm gonna heal.
So at this point, your phone's going to buzz.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
It's an incoming call.
Is it the same number? Is it another one I don't recognize?
It's a different number that you do not recognize.
This is Jelly.
Hello, Jelly. This is Alejandra.
Hello, Alejandra.
It says, there's been a change in plans, and I need you to move to the prescribed location that was sent to you yesterday evening.
Okay. Can I do a biotech roll to see if this is a voice mod? Can I detect that?
It would be it wouldn't be a biotech. It would be not composure.
Potentially engineering.
Perception?
Well, it doesn't sound like it would be the sense motive, basically. What is it on the side of the character sheet? I don't have one in front of me, but what are you have composure. You've got a couple other ones. Lift, carry.
Judge intention.
Judge
Judge
intentions.
intentions.
That's what it is. It'd be judge intentions.
Okay, I would like to judge intentions.
Okay.
I was thinking that she was talking
If you're trying to
technical, like actually running it through a voice.
it does not sound that way. This does not
Yeah.
sound like the previous call.
I want to know if they have what I have. I want to know if the person I'm talking to has a voice mod.
Oh, it does not sound like it, but
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a judge intention just to see how genuine it basically sounds.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 successes.
You're confident that it is her.
Oh, that's good.
May I inquire as to why there's been a change of plans?
My instructions strictly prohibited the access of the trailer, and I've been informed that that instruction has been disobeyed. While we can still salvage the operation, time is of the essence, and so we need you to move the trailer to the prescribed location as quickly as possible.
Okay, and what kind of ramifications are we looking at?
There will be a 25% dock in pay. provided that no further shortcomings arise.
Okay, and so I guess the issue that I'm having is that we were struck from behind by another vehicle. Through no fault of our own was the cargo damaged. It has been re-enclosed, resealed. So I think 25 is pretty hefty for an accident.
Always bargaining.
I'll say that I guess we'll discuss that when we see each other.
I think we could probably do 15 and call it good on all sides.
She says, why don't you just make it there in one piece?
You know what? I want to square this away. Just check this off the list if you don't mind.
Okay. So give me a negotiation roll.
They're gonna kill us when we get there.
Is that like influence? I don't have negotiation.
It's influence, yes.
Okay.
It's influence. Ooh, damn, did I glitch? No, I didn't. Dang it. It's not a very good roll.
3 successes.
Alright, I have 1. Alright, so Alejandra says, provided there are no further shortcomings and you can get there within the hour, I will honor it. 15.
Sounds awesome. Okay, we will see you real quick.
I hope for your sake we do. Alright? And she hangs up.
And the back of the door goes.
I know.
It's all scraping along the bar. Yeah.
Okay, Hot Hands, I need you to look at that farm ASAP.
Right away.
So when you think about going back to the farm, you're very you feel reluctant. When you felt like your magical, like it was almost like your soul was almost something was trying to pull your soul from you, and for a moment it almost succeeded. But then you were able to break away from that tractor beam, if you will. It was very unsettling.
I'm traumatized. Yeah. We don't got time.
Jelly, I would almost rather prefer not to. It was quite traumatic, and this is not changing anything, is it, Jelly?
No, I need this done ASAP.
All right, well, that's kind of what I expected.
Aren't you kind of magical MF? Can't you do something like that?
In my head, I'm thinking I may have to call my anger management sponsor.
It's hard to get a little stressed out.
Right before he goes under, he pre-dials it, sets it.
All right, so I will astrally project, but I'm gonna stop, first a mile away from it, and just kind of give a good little glance.
Okay, so you astrally project, and this is while the truck's still stationary, right? Yes. Astrally project. You're gonna stop a mile out. Give me a perception roll.
You got this, Altens. Do not be afraid.
2.
Okay. You notice in the distance there is a large plume of smoke billowing into the sky.
From the farmhouse?
Not in the direction of the farmhouse. To the north.
Oh, okay.
To the north. Okay.
Like mountain large?
Yeah.
Like volcano large?
Like an erupting volcano.
Like an erupting... can I abandon the farm and head that way?
You can. You can do anything you like.
Yeah, I'll...
The beauty of being a mage.
Yeah, I'm going to go a mile opposite direction of the farmhouse and then go around it.
You're going to skirt it?
Yeah.
You're not getting
I'm not going near the farmhouse right now.
All right. And you're going to head towards this plume of smoke that's going up into the sky. Okay? So you head that way. As you get close, your suspicions are confirmed. There's an erupting There's an erupting volcano. You're going to easily deduce that it is Mount Shasta.
Okay. Now, as I'm looking at this scene, does it remind me of what I saw at all?
As you look at it, it's a composite volcano, so it has a point. Looks like the top is blown off. There's a large pillar of smoke that's billowing into the atmosphere, and there is a flow that is running down the side of the mountain and kind of has already run down, and there's this fan that kind of comes out and is washed through the forest and just kind of melted a lot of the foliage and stuff that's left. But everywhere around it as well looks blighted.
Okay, excellent. I'm gonna do one final thing before I go back. I want to go up to where I think I can see just a good
good aerial shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for a dragon corpse.
Okay.
on the ground. I imagine they're pretty large, so if there's a dragon corpse on the ground, I might see trees blasted or something. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. All right. So give me a perception test.
Yes, that's fine. I did not make a single one. Does anybody want me to use chips on this?
Yeah, why don't you
Yeah,
use
it's
two
just
from
pretty
the
goddamn
pot
important.
and
Just get one
Guaranteed
It's
success.
all up
success.
to you. You are
Yeah.
on your own in that
Sure,
astral plane.
yeah.
You're no longer on the mic channel, right?
Oh wait, that's fine. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna use these two to get a success.
So you have one. All right.
Yeah.
So with one, you do not see like any dragon heads laying around or anything
okay.
like that.
All right, so that's good in a sense. So perhaps, unless there's a different fiery mountain, this is not the one. Okay, so I'll back to my body.
Okay. So you're back.
Did you check out the farm though?
Yeah, I mean from a mile away.
Oh yeah, farmhouse good.
Yeah, the farmhouse was not the biggest concern of what I saw.
What the hell does that mean?
Well,
Do
I
not
had to
upset
go-
her. Do not upset him again.
I had to go
It's going to be
away
a
from the farmhouse because there was nothing of note happening there. For beyond the farmhouse, I saw a pillar of smoke rising to the skies, and when explored further, seems Mount Shasta has erupted and is producing lava.
We gotta get paid.
Further, I was suspicious and went up on high, and I did not see a dragon corpse.
Are there any bodies inside the farmhouse?
Not that I am aware of.
Okay. LT, let's proceed to the farmhouse.
Roger that. You give him the coordinates. All right. He motors the truck. So, as you guys, at some point, you guys are going to come out of the the wooded road, right, where you had trees on both sides, where it starts to open up, and then you were all going to see, as you look to the north, that there is a huge plume of smoke billowing up into the atmosphere and starting to kind of blanket a certain part, and the ash is starting to blow out. You're going to start to see the ash fall on the windshield of the truck and things like that, and it's going to become very obvious what it is, which is an erupting volcano some distance to the north. If anybody's got any kind of like outdoor skill or any kind of geographic skill,
Oh, no.
you're going to know beyond the shadow of a doubt that it is Mount Shasta erupting.
I told you.
I don't know how volcanoes work. Are we gonna die if we drive towards this?
Well, if the lava were to overflow on us, I highly doubt that that's going to happen, but...
So it's not like lava that's just sort of kind of pouring out
Yeah.
like this red hot, molten, kind of viscous
The classic
liquid,
lava.
right? This is more of like superheated ash, and there's lava, and it creates like a flow, right? But it's like 4,000 degrees. It's super hot.
It's pretty far away,
superheated 'cause
though,
it's come
right?
up from the mantle. Yeah, it's far away. It's far away, but it's not so far away that you're seeing the ash in the air and it's falling on the truck. You can't tell from here. Like you see the lava flows like Hawaii and stuff, where they're just like these little rivers of lava. That's not what it's like. It looks like dirty water almost as it's kind of flowing out. If you got closer to it, you'd probably see that there's some lava flowing and things like that. But you can't tell from here. You also know the volcanoes are very toxic.
Yeah, well, we may not die immediately, but with the amount of carcinogens in the air, we may end up dying later of lung cancer.
We'll come back.
Depending on how much we...
It is not a problem.
We'll come back to that. I do not feel good going into this drop. I think we should go in hot, but as not overt.
Low-key hot.
So locked and loaded is that's what you're saying?
Yeah, but don't get itchy.
It's okay.
Wait for. I mean,
Don't get itchy.
you'll know if it needs scratching.
We should have a code word.
Pick it.
Gargoyle.
Fine. Does anyone want to get off here?
What?
With the like off of the truck?
We're coming back this way.
So what do you want to do?
I'm offering it up to you guys.
Fuck no, I'm staying with you.
Not
Yeah.
missing the pay.
Yeah, not missing the action.
Okay.
Okay.
LT.
Yeah. I mean,
I,
Alright.
I see no
The action.
tactical advantage.
So
Doubt.
So basically 20
Insight
minutes. So you're 20 minutes out from the location. All right? As long as there aren't any unforeseen obstacles.
Dave.
So, as you
again,
guys,
back of the truck. Boom.
you see the sign that, it says Red Bluff, 4 miles that way, right? And you keep going, and you turn off on this little tertiary road that quickly becomes unpaved, and now you're going across like a dirt road. It's going to take you out into this low-rolling farmland where you can see up ahead probably about, I don't know, probably a mile and a half, you can see that there's a structure up ahead out there. It's open enough, right, with the grasslands. As you guys get to about a quarter mile, both MF and Hot Hands, you begin to feel this pressure in your head. Your head starts to hurt.
Okay, something is not right.
You remember feeling something like this when you had that first vision.
It affects me too.
LT, stop the truck for just a moment, please.
What's going on?
Magic problems.
I'm having myself a massive migraine, and I happen to have the same one when I first astrally projected to the
Have I ever
farmhouse.
had this feeling again before?
You have not.
And after the vision and this migraine, it felt as if my soul or magical essence was almost pulled from me.
That sounds pretty rough.
Can I just peek into the astral plane and see if I can tell if there's a barrier we just went through?
Okay, so you perceive astrally. You're looking at the farmhouse. The farmhouse, looks, you can see it up ahead. You don't see any magical barriers. It looks actually pretty clear out here.
I can't explain it. I don't see any barrier we have passed.
Are you non-functional?
No, I'm functional. I'm simply thinking we should wait just a moment to see if it worsens. And if we wait, I'll say, can we wait just 5 minutes here?
MF, can you still function?
Duh.
So, at this point, you hear there's a tapping on the trailer wall.
Yeah, that's grandma.
There's not like a little window to the back, is there?
There's no little walkie-talkie.
Yeah. I think we should continue.
Is your head going to explode or something?
I certainly hope not.
Because that would be super
So,
cool. Not for you, but just visually.
So you've got your spirit holding the door.
Yeah.
Right? And the spirit it says stop holding the door and starts to move away from the direction you guys are going.
He can feel this.
We can hear it.
Now this is very uncommon because spirits are bound to services. But the spirit has stopped holding the door, so it kind of falls back, and the spirit is, as you perceive, you see your spirit it's like looking at you, but it's moving backwards, it's moving away.
Middle finger up.
Did this happen as soon as we got into the withered area of plantation?
No, it's been like that.
It happened right when Jelly got off the phone.
I believe that the spirit pearl is overriding my control.
All right, I kick open the passenger door and I march around back.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll head out too. 'Cause I have to.
Too.
Okay,
I have to go
so everyone
see.
gets out. What's MF doing?
I am going to test. I want to walk up the road towards the farmhouse slowly.
Okay.
I want to see if that pressure increases.
All right. As you start walking up the road.
I want to specify I'm collected, I'm calm.
Okay.
I don't have my baton out yet.
Not yet. All right. So you move to the back of the truck, and you see that Pearl is in her rocking chair. All right. She's got the shawl. So cold, that door didn't get fixed very well. We have to bring your handyman back for some more work.
Yeah, we need to bring the handyman back. What's going on, Pearl?
So I felt so almost kind of sick just now. And I had to take a seat.
Yeah.
I don't feel too good.
Yeah, you feel sick to your stomach, or
A little bit, yeah.
Did your head hurt, Pearl?
My head always hurts, son.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pearl. Well, did you want to say?
I am old.
Well, Pearl, I am sorry you are not feeling well, but we are just about where we need to be.
I think we should go back. I think we've gone the wrong way.
Yes, Pearl, we may have, and so we will do our best to correct it. I believe we need to go a little farther up to be able to find a turnaround spot. So we will go ahead and try and do that as best we can.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a willpower plus logic roll.
Good old kind, loving Pearl.
Terrifying
that's not good.
Pearl.
Whoa, dude, where are the 5s and 6s? I think I rolled the dice that didn't have any on it. Oh, there's one. There's a 6.
Please tell me it's
There's
only
2.
one. Damn.
I got 2. But hold on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 1s. Okay, so I have 2 hits.
I only have 1
All right.
hit.
So You hear?
Did you use all your edges on your medicine?
I did, yes.
You hear a voice in your head. Says, "I'm not
Goddamn.
going there. Get me out of here."
And then I'll wait a moment. Do I feel compelled to do anything?
Nope. You just
Okay.
you hear that in your head.
I will speak in my mind and say, well, I can certainly do my best to help out.
If you value the lives of your friends and that of your own, you'll turn this thing around.
Am I speaking to Pearl? Or the entity that calls itself Pearl?
Formerly known as Pearl.
The entity formerly known as-
landlord, Pearl. She says, "Yes, son. This is Pearl."
What's happening with MF?
Can I?
Emma, I'm gonna get to him in a minute.
And I'll take my hat
she
off
says-
mentally, and I'll say,
Mentally. Active.
Miss Pearl, might I ask why you do not wish to go further?
There's something evil in that farmhouse, and I don't want to go there.
All right. Well,
Now, knowing how, so you kind of
Yeah.
get this sense, like Pearl might be fairly powerful,
yeah.
right? And the fact that she really doesn't want to go there creates a new sense of concern for you.
Yeah. So, am I able to judge intentions on this?
You can.
Yeah, we'll try that.
All right, go ahead. So, MF, you're walking up the road. Mm-hmm. How far are you gonna walk?
I'm going to walk until it either gets worse, like closer to unbearable, or stops.
You walk. So you walk.
Yeah, just if it gets worse, I'll stop.
You walk like a quarter mile.
Okay?
All right. While this is going on,
Maybe I jog then.
you know. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe an
Quick
eighth,
walk,
maybe
fast
an
walk,
eighth, right?
yeah.
You know, half a track lap, right? And now the head pain becomes nausea.
Okay. So I will immediately turn around and do my best to run back to the truck.
Okay. So now you feel not only do you have the head pain, but you feel sick to your stomach. You
And
actually
it's not getting better as I run away from it.
so.
See, Jelly,
So
this
as you
is why-
run back, right? As you get
Magic
back,
makes
the
everything crazy.
nausea does seem it's starting
telling me.
to subside. You're starting to gather your composure where before you felt actively nauseated, like you might vomit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got no successes for
Okay.
my judge intention, so I'm not sure. So I will say, Miss Pearl, I believe this should be considered, and may I speak to my friends so that we may make the best course of action?
So sure, and you might want to speak to him about those three gentlemen that are on their way here. You see them
shit.
right there in the grass?
I'll look over towards the grass.
As you look over on the grass, you see an individual standing there. Right? Go and give me a sensing test.
What the fuck are you looking at, Otens?
Oh, that's
I mean, would you look where he looks?
I would probably look where he looks.
Well, this is like he's got some kind of mind link
But
to
he
Pearl
turned-
right now.
But he turned to
Did he
look
turn
at
his
the
real
grass
head
area.
or his spirit head?
I think it's. Oh, I'm assuming this is all done. This is in this communication with you and Pearl. You have like basically like a mind link. I don't know if you have that spell, but it's the same thing as like a mind link. Okay, so you have a
I
telepathic
actually,
link.
you know
to
what?
So
it.
he's not actually moving his body when he looks.
No, he's.
I think I might have my. I'll look later, but yeah, I think I might have got that just in case. So a
If
sense.
he's actually perceiving, he might have just like kind of turned his head to one direction, you know, to look in a certain direction.
I think I'm about to know this. I got a 5.
Okay, with a 5, you know, so you know that Pearl's. This thing. Okay, so you see an individual standing out there.
He's got the notebook
Is
out.
awakened, has a higher magic rating than you, no cyberware, general state is alert, no illnesses, no current injuries, and you see, I think you said you had 5,
Yeah. What's his mother's maiden last name?
right? Okay, cool. So you get to know his exact magic and essence and all that good stuff. That's actually really good. Okay, what's your magic?
My magic is a 5.
His magic is a 6.
Okay.
And he also has an active magical spell that is being sustained on his person.
Okay.
No cyberware, alert, and so that's you see this from the astral plane. It's magically active. You see that.
Miss Pearl, I appreciate you giving me the heads up. We will take care of this.
The grass is about knee height.
Even
Even though it's like pretty much devoid of life, the stalk that's left, the physical stalk that's left behind is like withered but still standing, still in the ground.
so I will, and he's moving towards us, right?
No, he's just standing
He's
there.
just standing there. I'm gonna go ahead and say through the subvocals, to everybody. Miss Pearl is also experiencing nausea brought on by getting closer to this farmhouse. And furthermore, she is concerned and says she refuses to go to the farmhouse at the detriment of our own lives. Further, she seems concerned about going, and considering how strong she is, that is something to consider. Further, don't look too quickly, but over in the field yonder, there are three people.
You saw one.
Oh, we saw one? I thought
You
said
saw
there was a group.
one.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, the 3 individuals."
Okay.
You looked in the direction you saw one because
Okay.
you're perceiving Asher. You
That's
see a
right.
magically active.
There is one magically active person in the field, slightly stronger than I am in the ways of magic, and according to Miss Pearl, 2 more with them. So, we're in a bit of a situation.
I'm thinking we cut and run. This just got a little hot for me. What are we thinking?
As I'm coming back, at the distance in the general direction that he has stated, if I look, is it tall grass or is it short grass? Meaning,
it
if
knee-high?
there were people there,
Tall
I can
grass to
see
you.
them.
Tall
they were
grass to you.
standing.
All right,
Tall
so,
grass?
yeah. So give me a perception test.
Okay.
Do you tell us about your nausea
And CeCe
experience?
also wants to
No,
like
right.
light a cigarette and casually walk to like the side of the truck that the grass is on and casually smoke, but at
Yeah,
the same
2.
time
All right.
check out.
You can go and give me a perception test as well. Actually, everyone can give me a perception test at this point since you kind of made it known. Like,
Yeah, I want to do 2 things.
Okay.
The first thing I want to do is ask LT how long it would take him to unattach the trailer.
Okay. He says, "I'm dropping the payload. I could probably have it done inside
How
a
about
couple
here?
minutes."
Here? Okay.
Oh yeah, I could drop it here.
Be prepared.
What's
At
that?
the ready, soldier.
Okay.
And then I want to climb up in the trunk with her, or the trailer.
Okay, you're gonna. Okay, so you're getting out and you're going back into the trailer with Pearl.
Well, we were all standing out there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
Got
you've got 3. You've got 2.
3.
Okay, 3. So since you're up the road a little ways and you're heading back, you see, as you start to kind of look to try and kind of verify what he's saying over the comm, you don't see what he's seeing, but you see somebody else to the right. Right? You see somebody that's laid up on the ground with looks like maybe laying down in a crouching stance, maybe on a platform of some kind. You know, you can't quite see because the grass is kind of up over the top of it, but he has a rifle and he's got it pointed. Pretty much, he's got it pointed at the truck.
At the other side of the road, on the other side,
To the right, to your right. You're
So
looking
we're
out.
flanked.
Right,
and the way we were told to look was left.
was left. So you kind of scan. You start looking around, and you're like, "Wait a minute." So now you see someone else.
I have one at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Perfect. With your 3, you do see an individual who seems to be. That's going to be to your right. You see an individual about 100 yards up that is standing in the grass. You can see from the waist, about mid-thigh up, and you see the individual is wearing.
LT, Charlie's in the grass.
Do not say that. No.
All back. It's like
We're like, fuck it.
he runs up into the cab, and
No, he's not on this.
so
No.
I need you to lay down a suppressive fire. I'm gonna get in position.
Okay. So,
Did he ever attach
did
the
I make
rockets?
it? No.
So the rockets are in the truck,
Oh.
right?
Did I
But
make it into the
He has some
trailer?
of his own toys. What's that?
Did I make it up into the trailer?
So you move to the back of the trailer.
Well, we're already back there.
You're back there now,
Yeah.
right?
Can
And
I
so
crawl up in there?
yeah, you can crawl up in there. Pearl's like sitting there, like, oh no,
So I'm gonna walk over and
everything's all right.
I'm gonna say, once I'm inside safely, I'm gonna say, CCMF, call your targets, and then take them out. And hot hands, see if you can tag the 3rd one.
The magic user. I can certainly do that.
And then I'm gonna say, LT, if you can safely get to it, unhinge the truck, or unhook the truck.
How dry does the grass look?
It's very dry.
It's bone
It's
dry.
very dry.
That is the answer I was hoping for.
So I kind of want to do a little kind of distractionary thing. I'm going to pretend like I dropped my cigarette.
Are you doing left or right?
I thought there were 2 on the right.
There's one on the. We know that there's one on the left, one on the right, and there's a 3rd one we have not located yet. I think, right?
I don't know. Did she say...
Pearl said to you 3.
Yes.
Right?
So we know where 2 are.
Did CeCe see the same 2 that we knew of already?
CeCe saw the one that Hot Hands is describing.
The
You
magic.
saw a different one
Right.
than
I
what
told
Hot
her where
Hands
that was.
described.
Okay.
So which means
So, yeah.
there would, in theory,
Pick your targets,
would
let us
leave
know
a third,
who's shooting what, and then get to it.
but you haven't seen.
How far away is the magic user from me? Do I think?
100 yards.
Ooh.
Anyway, what I'm trying to do, I want to like drop my cigarette under the trailer of the truck, and I'm going to act like I'm looking for it, but I'm going to get into a defensive position
Underneath the truck?
underneath the truck.
Okay, alright.
Jellyfire be leaving the trailer.
We'll drive way much faster without it.
What about Grandma?
This is concern. We need power here when we were told to drop.
Well,
Don't get paid.
we're gonna bring Grandma.
Doggone shit.
How?
Yeah. Well, this is my goal. We take out the people flanking us, we all get in the cab, and we haul ass back the way we came. I feel like this is too hot. I don't think it's worth what we're getting.
Here, I think I just about.
You mean to take Spirit in truck?
Just chilling.
I do feel that she can be an asset to us at this time. She has considerable power. Do you think we should leave her?
Can she leave trailer?
Pearl, will you stick your arm out the trailer, please?
Why would you want me to do that, sweetie?
We are working on getting you to safety, ma'am. The first step is making sure you can leave this trailer.
Oh, sure I can. I go outside and garden all the time. Help me up.
Yep, I'll help her out.
Okay? She's like, so you take her and she like hangs on you like an old lady should, and she's like,
Just your hand, please.
there you go.
Okay.
You better. Ooh, a little draft.
How about a foot?
I might lose my balance.
I'll hold on to you.
Okay. All right. So she's good, right? She's in the back like.
I don't know as much about magic as some other members of our group, but she seems like she's gonna make it out.
Okay.
She says, I think we should. She's all. I think we should go up there. She points down the road, out the back of the trail. So we should go back there. I don't think anything healthy
Yes,
would
ma'am.
be obtained in our delaying here.
I agree with you. All right, LT. Once the fire starts, unhook the trailer from the truck.
She's all, I have a band that live.
Give me one moment, Miss Pearl. Just one moment, and then swing around. Me and Miss Pearl will hop in on the driver's side. We'll watch crawl over you, and then everyone else will get in. Any issues?
So you're telling LT to unhook the trailer.
Once he hears the gunfire start.
Okay. All right. Roger that.
Does anybody have any concerns that I'm not thinking of?
No, I just want to blow some people away. It's fine with me. Let's do it.
Okay. We got our orders then.
Okay. So now at this point we are going to roll initiative.
CeCe, you have eyes on 2 o'clock.
10-4.
Okay. So everyone is going to roll initiative. Let me see what my little initiative gurus here have.
Can't be worse than. Well, it could be worse than mine. Mine's pretty
No,
low.
probably it's not going to be worse than yours, but it's horrible for me.
Yeah.
That was tricky. It was
Can
like
we
almost
edge initiatives?
No.
Okay. Phrasing.
crazy.
Stop.
I'm a grown up.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I'm not gonna giggle about that.
I think you're lying.
A little tension breaker.
So the first thing that's going to happen right before we roll initiative, hot hands in your mind, you hear, protect me, son.
Oh. Do I have to roll?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know. I feel trusting of her. No.
She just has a mind. She has a
Yeah.
a telepathic mind link
Yeah.
with you right now. Unless you're trying to resist it.
No,
which you
I
don't
mean,
seem to
like-
be, then she's basically just allowed to telepathically communicate with you. Spirits have a telepathic bond to their conjurers.
Mm-hmm.
She's a free spirit, so she can use one of her powers and basically connect a telepathic link to others.
I'm
when she
feeling
chooses to communicate with you.
that I want to help her because if she wanted to nuke us, I think she could. That's what I'm gonna go with. So I say, in my mind, I will do everything I can, ma'am.
Sub vocally, I want to say to Hot Hand. Well, I guess to everybody. Do you think Pearl can do her mind whammy on the men approaching us?
I think that if cornered or endangered, perhaps, but I also think that, and I stop because I realize I have the mind link. She may not want to at this time.
Well, I don't know when a better time would be.
Well, let's try to defend Pearl as best we can and go from there.
All right.
So, initiative.
18.
Okay, so got 18. All right, so that's CeCe with 18. Jelly,
9.
Yeah,
9. Hot
again.
hands.
I have 9 as well.
9. MF,
16.
16.
How many extra dice do you guys roll?
I roll 3 extra.
Hooey.
All right.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
2,
Oh, and
3.
so, all right, it's got my little guys here. Initiative. I'm just gonna finish off these initiatives here. 10. So at this point, CeCe and probably Hot Hands, because you had eyes on to the guy standing in the grass. You see him. He pulls out a knife, pulls out a big Bowie knife, right? And like kind of bares his chest and then slices across his chest, and
Ooh,
then
that's hardcore.
right and quickly moves. He covers the speed at which he moves across the grass is like superhuman, right? He speeds across the grass way faster than anyone could ever cover. It has to be some type of magical spell or something, and moves in to short range of the truck and says, "Here you die."
Oh, great.
Right? And that's where we'll stop.
A good
Let's
death.
see who dies.
A good death threat to end the night.
Like a
Thank
good
you,
death
Dave.
Very nice. Thank you,
Thank
Dave.
you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.